Hello.
Listen. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Okay, the first thing you do is you sign your name in the chat area. Sign your full name, please. Okay, surname, first name, and other names. Okay, sign your name in the message area. Yeah. Good evening. Right. Okay. You've been waiting for a long time, haven't you? Hmm. Hmm. Tea. Tea. It's cold in Australia. It's summer in Taiwan, but cold here. Mm. Is it still raining? Typhoon's gone. Mm. Mm. I think I need to take a pill, allergy pill. I'm sneezing. Mm. Oh. Mm. Have you got your books?
Yes, ma'am. Already
Good.
here.
Yeah, Ran ni hao.
Ni hao.
Yes. Good. Yeah, you cannot do this course without a book. Yeah. Especially when you're only using a phone to attend. You can't write anything on the phone. It's very difficult. Yeah.
Yeah, why we using the phone?
Oh my goodness, I don't know how you can study. So if you have the book and the notepad and the phone, you can study. You can write things down. Yeah. But without a notepad, without writing notes down, you can't, catch anything. Also, I really don't know whether there will be echo or anything on your side, because when I listen to the recording, which I'm recording every lesson, there's no echo. It's very clear. But I don't know whether it will be clear for you or not on the other side, because I'm not where you are. So it's quite difficult to judge what's the best way to do things. Yeah. But technology is very good now. After COVID, we can all do online. Before, you cannot do online. People don't believe in online. So only after that, you can do online. So good thing coming out of COVID. I will recognize the names now because we've been sending books to you. I wonder how many people will turn up today, because I think about 10 people, more than 10, did not bother to pick up their book. And that creates a problem. Okay, everything got returned. So I wonder how many people will turn up today. Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah. Some people want to do it during the day. No, I can't teach so much. Too tiring. So. Ren, are you working in factories?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I
A lot
out
of
earn
people.
because they have a study.
Oh, okay. And also a lot of people probably are affected by AI right now, aren't they? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. But carers don't need to worry, because jobs will always be there. Taiwan is aging society. We need a lot of carers, because the local people will not do. Even the families, sometimes they don't have the energy to do caring jobs. Yeah, very sad. Every culture is competing for your labor. Japanese government wants Filipinos to learn Japanese now, so they
Yes.
can be employed in Japan.
Before they will go to Japan, they need to
Yeah,
study first.
yeah, I know. They probably test you before they give you a job, right? So
Yeah.
there
They
will
have a
be a
agency.
pre-job
Yeah.
training. Yeah. Still agency, yeah?
Yes, on the Philippines.
Yeah. But the Koreans are using a system that does not require agency. It's government to government employment.
Yes.
So I think a lot of carers, a lot of workers in Taiwan also hope to get that system, cut out the agency.
Yeah, to learn.
Well, I don't know. I don't know whether the Labor Department will do it. Okay. They don't want to change anything, but it will be good for you for the agency fees to be cut out. That's what Korea is doing. I read a study about Korea, and Korea is doing that, and they're doing it really well. So I don't see why Taiwan can't do it. But the government will have to want to do it. Yeah. And also I read in the same report or same study as somebody's thesis that the government is thinking of creating a migration path for migrant workers. Okay, so at the moment you can't migrate. You got to go back to the country or to get a new job after especially 14 years or something. But I think in future they might start thinking about, give people who's been here for a long time, capability of becoming citizen, which will be a good thing to do. Yeah. Now, if that happens, what do you need to pass in order to qualify?
Maybe need to literate in Chinese.
Exactly. You need to read and speak and listen in Chinese.
Yes.
Okay. This is why what you're doing right now, you're preparing for a future when they change policies. So it's a really, really good thing to do. Yeah. So I'm
Good.
glad you all sign up to it. Yep. How long have you been in Taiwan, all of you?
May is quite 11 years now.
Oh, 11 years already. Yeah.
Going 5 years.
5 years, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
6 years.
Wow. 6 years. Yeah.
I'm still new, 2 years.
2 years. Yeah. So
I'm 15
wow,
years.
15 years. So the first contract is usually 2 or 3 years, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It actually depends if you're a factory worker or if
Yeah.
you're a teacher.
Yeah. So different contracts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yes, it's very complicated. I think the labor agency in Taiwan is the strongest ministry out of all the ministries. And in Taiwan, they don't like to, ministries, government ministries don't want to cooperate. And now I see that the immigration ministry is going to cooperate with the labor industry in order to create a path for future new migrants. I'm very glad for that to happen. Yeah, because they need people. Okay. If they don't need people, everybody will go to Japan. Does Japan pay better? Is Japanese pay higher than Taiwan?
It is actually.
It is it?
Yeah, it's good. The quality of life and living in there is much better.
And the wage is better, and yeah, but it probably is hard to get in, is it?
Yeah, you need to study until N3, Japanese language
N3,
proficiency.
N3, is that the highest or the lowest?
No, the lowest is the N5. The
Oh, the
highest is
lowest
N1,
N5. Okay, so N3 is a bit like
intermediate.
TOEFL B or TOEFL
Yeah,
B1,
yeah,
B2.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and that's not easy. It's not easy. Yeah.
Almost all of the
Mm.
jobs over there require you to learn entry, so you can communicate well in your work,
Right. Okay.
especially for professional level.
Right. Professional level. Not only well, Japanese. I don't know whether you've learned Japanese. Japanese is Japanese hard or easy? For me, it's hard
It's much
because
it's
they have three syllables. Okay. So
it's much
it's
easier than
not.
Chinese.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
My,
I think it's harder.
to my mind
I
as
think it's
well.
Yeah,
harder.
But Japanese is easier to learn, I guess.
than Chinese.
uh,
Yeah.
yeah, but
When you
you still
compare it,
have to learn
it's much easier.
characters, though. You
Yeah.
have to learn characters still. Mm. And when I was learning Japanese, I found it really hard because, you know, Chinese, one character corresponds to one pronunciation. But in Japan, depending on the context, one character will have different readings. We'll have Japanese reading, Chinese reading, character reading, blah, 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 blah. And it drove me nuts. I said, what the hell is this? Why is one character have so many readings, right? Whereas Chinese is just one reading. Yeah, yeah. Oh, hello. Uh,
But
some of
this
you
was the
will try.
same.
Yeah, some of you
This
have
was
tried to get onto the course for many, many batches. I see familiar names. I think Mark Escrito, you missed out last time. So you signed on this time, right? I said, what are these names I see all over the place? Is always the same. Yes, it's very competitive. I just started recruiting another batch for September. So I don't know what happens to people. When I shut down the site, they all come sign up. And I said, what's going on? Why is it I shut it down and you come and sign up? What's going on? I don't know. I don't know how the information is transmitted. Oh, and I send it to all the groups, and then some group from batch 10 and say, oh, can I sign up for the next batch? I say, no, don't sign up for the next batch. It's the same batch, except it's batch 12. So don't sign up to the same thing. You need, after you finish this one, you need to sign up to the level B one, okay, which is a reading course, okay? So don't sign up to everything. Because you're scared of missing out.
Yes.
It's so funny. Yeah. Never mind. It's okay. Have you done any other course in Taipei or in Taiwan?
I have similar courses, but
In
it's face
different
to face, not
organizations?
online.
Oh,
I
not
have
online, face to face.
I have, but I have not finished yet.
Okay, right. Yeah, so you know you have some experience of learning Chinese then.
Yep, but
Oh.
There you go.
Okay. Now, the first thing I want everybody to do is to sign their names in the message. This we use this as attendance. Okay, so sign your name in message. Don't use nicknames. Use your surname, your first name, and your other names because your names are so long. Okay, honestly, the hardest thing to cope with is your names. Okay, it's so long. Okay, it's so long that you don't even write it yourself. And then, when we send books, it was so hard. We don't know which one is which, you know. And I don't know whether the 7-Eleven people will not give you a book because your name's incomplete. But you know, Seven's problem is that their name. When you fill out the name, you can't fill out such a long name. They won't let you. So their system's at fault, and your name is so long. And fortunately, our lovely assistant, she speaks English. She actually recognizes what's first name and what's a surname. and what's the first name. Okay. And when I had people who didn't speak English, it was so confusing. Okay. They couldn't tell. So things keep on getting returned. So very important, the names. Okay, look at this name. I can't even say it. Cararubius. Oh, it's all right, Cararubius. Oh my goodness. Everything is long. Everything is so long. All right. Okay, so sign your name in. We'll use this as a attendance. Okay, now 51. I start talking. I hope more people will come because I don't believe only 51 people will come in today. It should be more, huh? But never mind. Okay, so some housekeeping issues. Housekeeping issue, basically what you have to do. So I need to record it so that people will know what the conditions are for a certificate. Okay. First of all, as we said in the information that you signed up to, that you can't miss more than 3 occasions. And so basically the attendance would be about 80%. And every week, I will give you homework to do. Okay, and homework to do, you need to complete it and upload it onto the website. The most important thing is you need to do the midterm exam, and you also need to do the end of semester exam. Okay, so all this testing will be uploaded onto the website, and you can use it not only get marks, you can also show people what you've done online. Okay, so all this recording by the system, we use Google Classroom, but the system will be good to demonstrate what you have done. Okay, so this is why I consistently give you homework to do, get you to produce language so that you can show people not only the certificate, but also what you have done inside the program. Okay. All right. Now, has everybody signed up to the Google Classroom site?
Yes.
Everybody, is
Yes,
everybody
so-
on
Yes,
the
ma'am,
site?
I'm done.
Okay,
Yes,
everybody is
ma'am.
done. That's good. And also, very important, I think I sound like a recorder. Very important. Please keep your name the same in the line group and in the classroom group. Okay, because when you make an inquiry, I don't know who you are. My next question will be, who are you? If you use your real name, I would know who you are. If you don't use your real name, I'm always asking, who are you? Nicknames does not, too many of you. I have probably over 100 students. I cannot possibly remember so many different names. Okay, so I'm still a person, not an AI yet, so I still can't do that. So make sure all the names in every place, especially for this course, is the same. Okay, it's the same. Otherwise, boy, it's so hard. I don't want to ask the question, who are you anymore? Because I feel like I don't know you, but I haven't met you. I only seen your name, and sometimes I don't see your face. So I really don't know you. So let's keep things easy for teacher and for you to basically keep the name the same. Very, very important. And also, when you log on to Google Classroom, please do not use, I'll share something. Please do not use 2 different names for the same person, okay? Some of you have 2 or 3 accounts on that site, and it drives me nuts. That means I return things. I have to return it to 2 to 3 times. I don't know whether anybody is a teacher or engineer or anything. You understand online, 1 click is already hard enough. And if you have to click 200 times, it's even harder. Okay, your hands fall off. Okay, you literally have RSI. Okay, so very important to keep things simple but working. Okay, so this is very, very important, especially the certificate will be somebody else's certificate. Is it, can it be used for immigration purposes? Now, the systems is not catching up with what we do. Okay, none of the things you do right now in this course or in TLI or in another association, 140 association, are not recognized by the government. Okay, because these are all private associations. They are not governmental associations. But don't worry about recognition, because policies will change. Eventually, if it's to the benefit of the government to recognize you, they will recognize you. So doesn't matter whether they recognize it now, but it will happen in future. Okay, so the important thing is study, learn. Okay, and to get the language into your head. Yep. Okay, now so so we got 56 people. Let me share something. Let me share. No, just hold on. I need to go open the Google Classroom site first before I get interrupted. Okay. Make sure you log in. Okay, make sure your name is there, because that's a record of your study journey. Okay, and also, yeah, one person already done their homework. It's so funny. I don't know why. I haven't even started the class. Somebody's already done their homework. Okay, now let me share this. Okay, this one now. All right. So you can see this is our website. You can see this is our website, and I could see who are in it. Okay, who are in it. So there are 49 people in this website right now, and we already have how many? We already have 56 or something. So 55 excluding me. So make sure you all right now sign in to this so that your name appears in this list. Okay, now I will give you the what is it? If you haven't got it, I'll give it to you. This is the link, and I'll put it in the Line website as well, so that you can get it from Line. Okay, good. All right. Right. Okay. I don't use Zoom. We are using, sorry, typing in Chinese. We are using Google Meet. Okay. And you've got, okay. Let me just, I think people are still, good. Okay. Thailand is already, is that the Google Meet thing? No, what is this? Okay, that's not. Google Meet is a Google thing. Okay, I'll put in the meeting thing. All you have to do is to click on it to get in. Okay, I don't use Zoom. Okay, because it's a Chinese product, so I don't use Zoom. Okay, so Google Meet, get in through Google Meet. We have 2 websites. We have 2 days. So therefore, both days have their unique link. So get in through Google Link. All right? Okay. Make sure your name is on the website. Let me go back and share. Where is it? Disappeared. I need to go and open up again. Where is it? All right. Doesn't matter. I'll share again. All right. So make sure you're in that. Okay, it's the record of your attendance and everything, and also all of you will probably have to, in the first few weeks, will have to learn how to upload things, and uploading things is quite easy. Basically, what you have to do is just hit upload on the website. No, where is it? Where did it go? Where did it go? Is that it? No. Okay. Too many windows open. Just hold on. I need to open it again. All right. Every week, every day, well, we can't talk in terms of weeks because I'm teaching you by days. This is the first day. Every day we will have, and one piece of homework is always important, is to learn the characters. Okay, you need to learn the characters. So in my book, every week there are characters, and there's always a piece of homework which require you to learn the characters. All right, and also please get into the line group, because when I can't help you, other people can. Other people can. So therefore, we'll use the group power for you to learn how to upload things, how to record things, how to record things in a particular way. I will watch until you can't do it, until people can't help each other. I'll step in to help you. Okay, so it's even submitting homework is going to be a bit of a learning curve, but that's okay. I mean, you're here to learn. All right. Okay. Any questions? Any questions? Okay. No
Ma'am,
question.
yes, ma'am. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. May I please clarify where should we submit our assignment? Is it in your personal account or in the group chat?
None. Is on Google Classroom.
Google
On
Classroom.
the class,
They share
Google
already.
Yeah.
Classroom.
Yeah.
There is in our assignment there is that conversation.
Yeah.
Conversation. So are we going to submit it also on the Google Classroom?
Yes.
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 Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Everything is uploaded. Now, with your conversation, now I need to teach you a bit of computers. You need to save it. You need to save it in MP3 format. Okay.
MP3
Or
format.
depending on what you're recording it with. If you're recording with a cell phone, the cell phone format is .AAC, which is small enough for you to upload. Okay. Some of you like to record things in video, which is MP4, but it's too big for the internet to upload it. Okay. Sometimes it fails depending on where you are, whether your net strength is high. So for sound files, record in MP3. Anything smaller than record in MP3 or I think other formats. Don't record in WAV. .wav. Okay. Now, for your phone, if you don't know how to record things using your phone, basically you need to download from your app shop, Android or iOS, app shop, a recording program. Now, what I use recording program, I use voice memos. Okay. Now, voice memos, you can record things in voice memos, record things in AAC. I think small enough for you to upload. So the only thing I think you will encounter is basically the size of the sound file. As for your homework, always take pictures. Take pictures because all of you are using phones. Write your homework, take pictures, and upload pictures. Now, upload pictures in JPEG. Okay, don't upload it in other formats. Okay, because any other formats, my computer can't read. I have to do an extra step to convert it into JPEG. So I prefer that you do immediately when you send me the picture in JPEG. Okay, I don't want to do, there are about 60 or 70 of you. If I have to convert everything, it takes a lot of time. Even if I have a program that converts everything, it takes a lot of time. Okay, so do the right thing when you upload the pictures, you upload in JPEG. Because on Google Classroom is under your name, I know whose work it is. Okay, whose work it is. Do not send anything to me online, in line group, and in my email. Okay, my email is exploding. Okay, and each time I read the email to download something, I have to click it once, open, click it twice, download, click it third time to write the name of the download. So every time I do this, if I do this each week, 70%, I go nuts. Okay, I don't want to teach this course anymore. So Google Classroom, everything's automatic and recorded. I don't need to do this. Okay, I just need to look at it and give you marks. Okay, so do not send me anything except in Google Classroom. Okay? Now, is
Okay.
that clarified? Clarified?
Thank
Okay,
you.
ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Good.
you.
Oh, my goodness. I already have a headache describing this. But that's why we have Google Classroom. It's all concentrated. I don't have to go to my Google email to delete everything, read everything, save everything. It saves me a lot of things. Okay. And also now, if you don't want to send me in pictures, learn to convert pictures to PDF. Okay, because eventually you have to know how to save everything, 20 pictures in one PDF, because your exam will be in PDF. I don't want to download 20 pictures per person. I want to download one PDF in order for AI to mark it. So right now, we learn how to use PDF to present your homework. Okay, AI is wonderful. It can, mark 20 PDF at the same time. Okay, so lots of technology to do, but we'll get through it all. Everybody will help each other. And then this is why we have a group. Okay, all right. Any more questions? Bonaline, we have answered your question. Any more questions?
Clarified, ma'am. It's okay
Yeah.
already. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
All right, good, wonderful. So now we can have we can start the course. I beg your pardon? Oh,
I want to
another
ask.
thing. Yeah.
I want to ask how can we use the Google Meet to send pictures? Can you show us how?
No, you don't use Google Meet. You use Google Classroom.
Google Classroom, I mean.
Yeah. Now it's very intuitive. Sign in into Google Classroom. You can see there's classwork. And when I have classwork, you upload things for that item. Okay, it's very intuitive. So but the first thing you have to do is go to Google Classroom. Okay, so Raquel, can you go to Google Classroom, sign in, and make sure your name is there. Okay, the first thing, you need to be a member. Okay, everybody's got that?
Yeah. That'd be hard.
Yeah. Yeah, the link is in the line group. So go in and sign on. Okay, go in and become part of the class. Then it's very intuitive. There will be a word that says attach your document or attach your file. And if it's a speaking file, you attach speaking file. If it's a written file, you attach your picture. Okay, it will be very obvious once we start. Okay, once we start. All right, good. Now, Michelle, you have a question? Michelle, do you have a question? Because you were raising your hand. Or are you raising your hand because you want to learn, you want to know how to how to do tones or something? Okay, if there's no more question, I shall go right back to a lecture. Today, we're going to do Unit 1. And the very important thing is to share something with you about what are tones, what are tones. Because without understanding that, you won't be able to know what tones are. So let me just find you need to know what the tones are and how to produce it before you can do the right tones. Let me see, where is it? I need to open it. Where is it? Okay. Find the thing. Okay. That one. No. Oops. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh no, not this one. So, this is a Chinese one. Real Chinese. Hold on. No. Where is it? Real Chinese. Let's just try. So you can't. I'm teaching. Okay. Just hold on. Oh, I can't find this. Where is it? Shh. Go. Just hold on. I'll need to look for it. Okay. All right. Okay. Got it. Right. Get back to here. All right. So I'm going to give you a lecture on what tones are. Okay. Now, because I'm recording this, while you're listening, please, if you're not talking, turn your mic off so there's no echoing. Okay, so because this is going to be recorded, I'm going to talk about this, and then you can read through it as well. All right, so it's going to be a mini lecture on what tones are. Okay, first of all, we are doing what tones are. I'll just jump onto a few things, jump onto maybe this one. Okay, now one of the things we have to do, hang on, one of the things we have to do, no, I just skipped the first one. We'll get back to that later. One of the things we have to do, Chinese is very different from Japanese, as everybody said, and very different from English because Chinese, Mandarin Chinese, we're not talking about Taiwanese Chinese, we're talking about not Taigi, we're talking about Mandarin Chinese. It has 4 tones, okay? And the smallest unit in a Chinese language is a syllable. Now, what is a syllable? It's a syllable. Syllable is basically a consonant and vowels, either one vowel or 2 different vowels. Okay, so a syllable has the structure of consonant and vowels. Okay, and when a syllable is pronounced with different tones, every tone and the same syllable has a different meaning. Okay, so different meanings are generated even if it is composed of the same, the important word is same consonant and vowels. So Mandarin Chinese is based on the Beijing dialect, and there are 4 tones for basic tones, usually represented by the tone letters or diacritics. So diacritics are the little slashes above the vowel. So if you look at number 1, 第一声, the first tone. Now the syllable is MA. And in pinyin, pinyin is the Chinese romanization system. Basically, it's a way of using English letters to represent Chinese syllables. Okay, so MA was the first tone. Is first of all is flat, and secondly is high. Ma, okay, it's very high. Ma. I'll let this person in. Ma. Okay, so okay, let me hide this. So why show my screen anyways? Okay, so my screen. Okay, so ma is mother is the first tone. Look at the way I pronounce it, and also my gesture right now. I am showing you what is high. What does it mean to be high? High is above your head. When you say first tone, you don't say ma, you say ma, ma, above your head. Why is it above your head? Because tones correspond to each individual's voice range. Voice range is like when you sing, your lowest point and your highest point. When we speak English, the voice range is narrow. It's only about there. Okay, we speak English within that voice range. However, when you speak Chinese, the voice range has to be expanded to that. Okay, now, when we do the voice, how do you check? The question is, how do I check my voice range? Now, your voice range is basically the scale. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. Okay, now notice my hand. Do is first tone. So when you say the syllable ma is high, ma. So remember to find in your voice, there are 59 of you, 59 different voice ranges. You need to find your lowest point and your highest point. The way to find it is to use the scale. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, and you know do is first tone. Okay, do is first tone. Okay, so how do you find your voice range? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. When you sing high sounds, high frequency sounds, your body tenses up in order to produce the high sound. Okay, sopranos do this all the time. Okay, so everybody is capable of doing it, but because you speak English, Tagalog, and even Japanese, you never need to go that far. But for Chinese, the ceiling, the highest point, high is the most important point to reach. So ma is actually essential for speaking Chinese well. Okay, so that's the first tone. The second tone is going up. If you notice the diacritics, I will use the word diacritics. So in future, when I say diacritics, you know what I mean. When the diacritics is this way, but when you have to produce it, you have to produce from your lowest point to the highest point. Okay, so usually because I'm teaching online, I can't demonstrate. I will demonstrate right now how you do this. Okay, you go from your lowest point is probably waist high, and you push something very high uphill. Ma, okay, ma, okay. Not only you push this high uphill, your feet, I don't know how to show you this because the thing is not capturing me anymore. It's like it's a right foot bending. It's like a yoga pose. You say ma, okay. Now with the ma, first of all, you can't show this in diacritics, but when you're producing it, it is long, it's the longest tone, and its end point is still highest. So ma is the second tone. Ma is the second tone. Okay. Okay. Third tone is basically a V. Ma. Ma is a V. Okay. If you look at the diacritics, it's a V. Now, fourth tone is ma. It's very short. It goes from the first tone position suddenly down. Ma. Okay. Now, and there's neutral tone too. Neutral tone usually occurs in 2 syllables, and it usually occurs in the second syllable. So when you say mama, you don't say mama, you say mama. Okay. The emphasis is on ma, and ma, the second ma is slightly taken over. Mama. Okay. Now, one thing you need to recognize what we're doing right now, we're only using 1 syllable to teach you the nature of tones. But when you speak Chinese, you do not go around saying only 1 syllable. When you speak Chinese, you say multiple syllables. All of you know how to say 你好. Now, how many syllables are there in 你好? There are 2. Okay, so in real life, there will be changes affected by sentences. Okay, now 你好 in the book is always marked third tone, third tone. Can you imagine saying 4 third tones, to say 你好? You'll be very, very tired. Okay, it will be like 你好. Nobody speaks like that because people are lazy. So when you have 2 third tones together, this is why it changes. When you have 2 third tones together, okay, I need to go back to the other page. When you have 2 third tones together, Not, of course, everybody will come in when I try to get to the other tape. Okay, we have two third tones together. In order to speak it properly, the first third tone becomes second tone. Okay, if you look at the slide, you've got this diagram, which is only an estimation, is not the real thing, doesn't represent how you really actually do it. So, for example, 5 levels, 5 represents the highest height in frequency. So in this case, it represents do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, the do sound. Okay, now 3 to 5 represents the second tone. It goes from the lowest to the highest. Ma, okay. 5-1 represents the fourth tone. It starts from the highest and go down very quickly. Ma, okay. Now, third tones appear in sentences or two-word compounds in different ways because you can't say full third tones altogether. It's way too hard. So therefore, in real speech, you do not hear people say 2 third tones fully. We can only do that in books because in books it's very hard to indicate the changes. So as a Chinese teaching field, we haven't had a consensus how to do this. So this is what we do in reality. If the first word is followed by another tone, but not another third tone, the first third tone is only expressed as 2-1 or 2-2. Basically, this down bit, this bit is down bit. Okay, that's one rule because it's easier to say a small down sound than the full third tone. Okay, the second rule is if the first word is a third tone and is followed by another third tone, 2 third tones together, the first third tone is expressed as 3-5, which is the second tone. Okay, so ni hao, although is represented as 2 third tones, in fact, it is actually ni hao. Okay, ni hao. Okay, so if you hear Chinese speak, they don't say 2 third tone, they say ni hao, 1 second tone, 1 third tone. Okay, so it's obeying this rule. Now, when the second or last word is a third tone, the third tone is expressed like the ni hao, hao. Okay, now this is true not only when you hear people say, we recorded people, this is my sound, I recorded myself saying the different tones and saying the tones in also different contexts, different sentences, and it's true. For example, my high tone is 276 hertz. Everybody is slightly different. And you can use this particular program to do it. It's free. Okay. If you're interested, I'll show you. Okay. And now, when it's in a sentence, for example, ma is this one, is my voice, ma. Okay. Because ma is go from high to low, it is so hard, it actually breaks in the middle. Okay. However, what happens when you have a series of third tones or things in sentences? As we said, they are basically 3 different rules. The first one is as the first word is followed by another tone, but not a third tone, it becomes 2-1 or 2-2. Okay, this is the wrong picture. Maybe, okay, this is the second law. If the first word is third tone and followed by another third tone, it's turned into second tone. So here, if you can see here, it's not ni hao, big to V. It's actually is actually ni, which is the second tone, and then hao. Okay, ni hao. Okay, so and here it's a ni hao. Okay, all right. So the important thing is not, you see, when you're doing this, you're not just reading the book and then trying to reproduce whatever is in the book. What you're also doing, you have to train your ears to detect the tone. So when we are doing the speaking, you see, this course will be unlike any course you've done, Chinese course you've done. I will ask you to read the sentences. I will not ask you to repeat after me. Okay. The reason is because I want you to be able to hear the tones. I want you to be able to use your body to express the tones rather than repeating after my model. Okay. I have found that even if you can repeat what I say, when you say it yourself, you say it wrong. So there's no point trying to repeat after me. What is the point is for you to try to remember the rules and trying to apply the rules in your own speech when you're reading the textbook. Okay, now, the first thing I will do now, I'm going to give you a little test. I have written A and B here. What I want you to do is I want you to write in the message area. When I read out A, I want you to write down the pinyin and write down the tones as well. I want to test what you can hear when I speak. Okay, I'm going to read out this sentence 3 times, and I want you to write down the pinyin. One of the things you have to learn to do is write down the pinyin rather than just write anything. There are rules about how to spell things in Chinese. Okay, so let me see if you're ready. Everybody can just write in the message. Okay, so the first word, 老师好，老师好。You can write down in the message now. 老师好. Now, okay, before you write down any more, you've only written down the pinyin. Now you have to write down the tones. So to write down the tones, you can use 1, 2, 3, 4, or you can use diacritics. Okay, or diacritics. Diacritics is a bit hard online. So you can use 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 老师, okay, what do you hear? What, now, Charmaine and Gemma has written 老师好, lao is third term. What do you hear though? Do you hear me to say 老师好吗? What do I say? What do I say? Here again. All right. 老师好. What do I say? Do I say 3-5, which is third tone, a second tone? 3 for 5-5, and then 2-1-4. I say this. Okay. So 老师, no, not 3-5. 老师好. That's right. Charmaine, you correctly. Not 1. 老 is actually 2-2. Okay, it's only down. 老师好. Remember the rule. If the next one is not a third tone, everything is just slightly down. Okay, so it's 老师好. Okay, so 2 rules apply here. 老 2-2, 师 5-5 first tone, 好 2-1-4 is third tone, full third tone. Okay, so remember the rules. Okay, So 老师好, that's the first answer. The second one, okay, 同学们好，同学们好，同学们好。So how do you write it in pinyin first? 不对 ，OK， 同对啦，学 OK， 学 OK， 同学 and 们 is neutral OK， 同学们好 that's right good， 同学们好 wonderful right you're getting it 同学们好 now one person was you're all getting it correct okay 同学们好 important thing be consistent regulate your behavior so when you write down the pinyin you cannot not write down the tones when you write down one pinyin you write tones straight away I have seen students write down the whole sentence in pinyin and never write the okay and that defeats the purpose you need to write the tones if you don't learn to speak with tones might as well not learn Chinese okay without tones it is not Chinese all right so therefore it's very important to actually do the tones all right okay now let me see where are can I yeah, are there more pages? Yeah. Okay, 没关系. All right. I think that's the mini lecture over. So therefore, it's very important. Now you know what tones are now. Okay. Now, of course, I can't assume that you do know what tones are. So I'm going to test you. Can somebody tell me what are tones? First of all, what are tones? What are tones? When I say high and low in what? Anyone? When I say the tones are the high and low in your voice. Now, high and low in your voice is measured in what? Okay, in pitch. Okay, pitch is measured in frequency. Okay, so it's like in music frequency. Good. Oh, don't use the word stress, Iris, because Chinese word is not stress. Stress is like where you go down. Chinese is not dependent on stress. English is. Okay, so do not import what you understand in English to Chinese because they're fairly different things. Okay, and stress is important in English, but pitch is important in Chinese. And also the pitch pattern, intonation is different. Intonation is at the end of a sentence. Only one thing goes up or down. Like in English, when you ask a question, it goes up. So that's an intonation pattern. So pitch goes with the syllable. And in Chinese, syllables occupy the same space. So when you're looking at the graph, 你好, ni and hao occupy the same space. Okay. In English, it's not the same. When you have stress, you only stress one particular word and everything else is sort of fit into that word. How are you? Goes up. And that's stress. That's not going down. How are you? Is going up. But we call it stress, which is not going down. It's actually going up. So how is not being stressed? Are you is being stressed. Is stressed. Only one place is stressed. But in Chinese, every syllable is stressed. Every syllable is pitch, has a pitch pattern. And the pitch pattern the pitch pattern gives you a different meaning. Okay, gives you a different meaning. Ma, M-A, is mother. Ma is hemp. Ma is to scold. Ma is a horse. Now, if you get that sentence wrong, you can be calling your mother a horse. Okay? So don't get the tones wrong. This is why if you speak the wrong tones, people do not have an idea what you're talking about. Okay, they cannot figure out which word, which meaning is matched to which. Okay, so very important to get the tones. In fact, for the first 6 days, 7 days, we will be specially training you in tones. Okay, all right. Now, speaking of that, the reason the way we do this is we get you to read from the book so that you have to decipher how to say how to say the tones, how to interpret the diacritics in the book. Okay, now the way I do it too is I will call according to the role. Okay, and when I call according to the role, according to your name, so that everybody gets a turn. Okay, I call, for example, today I call from A to whatever, and next time I will stop somewhere and I'll start from there. So everybody has an opportunity to produce the language. Okay, now page 6, please. Okay, while you're turning to the page 6, I need to go to the toilet. Okay. All right. All right. The first person, a beer. A
Hello.
beer. Okay?
Hi.
Yeah. How do you say your name?
Oh, yeah, you're right. A beer.
You're not 2 beers, you're a beer.
I don't know with my parents. Yeah. I have no choice.
You have no choice. I'm sorry. Okay, a
I'm just
beer.
kidding.
Can
Yeah,
you
okay,
read out?
okay.
Yeah. Can you read out A, please? Conversation 1A, page 6.
Okay, I'm gonna try. So,
Uh-huh.
老师好.
Hi.
Yeah, yeah.
Lao.
Higher.
Okay, a beer before you go, before you start, say do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. I want you to find your highest point.
Okay. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
That's right, do. So the shi is do.
Okay.
So
Okay.
say it again.
老师好.
Very good.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, find your highest point. 老师好. Wonderful. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Okay, good. Okay, Anne. Anne, are you there?
Hello.
Okay, hello. Can you read B, please? Now, before you start reading, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do again.
I'm gonna read the B part.
Yeah.
同学们好.
Okay, both are second tone.
同学们好.
Okay. Okay. 同学们. Okay. 们 is just suddenly down. 同学们好. Yes. Say it again.
同学们好.
Oh. Okay. Sorry, can you? No, bless you, but can you stop sneezing?
I can't
please?
help it. It's
All right.
involuntary.
Okay, and also everybody, I'm Western enough. Every time I sneeze, you got to say bless you. Otherwise, I feel very unsafe. Okay, so if I sneeze, you say bless you. Okay, otherwise, nobody loves me anymore. Okay, so 同学们好. Good. Yeah, I'm sorry, my husband interrupted your reading. Okay, conversation 2, very important. This is, you gotta get it right. Okay, A, Angela. Angela, are you there? Angela?
Yes, mom.
Okay, can you read conversation 2, page 6, conversation 2A?
Okay, mom.
Pardon?
Page
Yeah, 早.
早我叫桑美
Okay, 我叫. Okay, very important. 叫 J. Okay, 记. 我叫 J. 我叫张明. Okay, 叫. 记 like 记. Okay, and 记 out. 记 and then plus out. 叫我叫张明. Can you do it again?
Yes, mom. 早
Yep, do it again. 我叫.
我叫张明
Very good. 我叫张明，张 ZH 张明哈，我叫张明啊。People, everybody learn to say 叫 ，OK 叫，我叫张明 ，which is to call 啊，叫，我叫张明，叫。Okay, this is not the right pinyin. I'm trying to show you the sound. Okay, the right pinyin is 叫。Okay, do not say this one. Okay, don't make a mistake because this one means the F word. You know what the F word, don't you? I'm trying to make. Do you know what the F word is when I say this CIAO is F word? Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
Okay, so please, I beg you, do not say 操. Okay, do not say 我操. Okay, 操. This is the F word in Chinese. Okay. 叫 is J. 我叫张明. Okay. 我叫 Sarah. 我叫. Okay. Make sure this is correct. Okay. Very important. If you get it wrong, people will think you're cursing them. Okay. That's not good. All right. All right. And I don't know whether you've come across people being surprised because they don't know how to correct you. Okay. And I'm here to correct you so that you don't make the mistake because I've been trained to do this. Okay. The next one, Annie. Annie. Annie 在吗? Annie, is Annie there? Annie? Annie Rose? Okay. Annie Rose 不在. I usually call you 3 times. If you're not there, I skip your turn. Okay. Oh, Annie's here. Good. Annie, can you read B? I am Chris Bailey. Can you read that one? How do you read that one? I am Chris Bailey. Bless you.
Excuse me.
我是 Annie Rose.
Good.
我是 Annie Rose.
Okay. And the next long sentence?
我很好，虽然是你。
Okay, let's look at the sentence. Let's look at the sentence very closely. The first 2 words are 2 third tones. What happens when you have 2 third tones? Anyone? What happens when you have 2 third tones?
First tone is second tone.
That's right. The first third tone, 我叫, both are third tones in the book. Okay, the first third tone goes into second tone. Okay, before, if I say the second tone, nobody knows what it means. What do you have to do to find out what second tone, where to start and where to finish with second tone? What do you have to do? Yeah, you have to sing do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. So the beginning of second tone is the lowest, is do. The highest, the second tone is do. So, so 我很高兴认识你. Okay, 高兴 very high. 高兴 means to be happy. So when you're happy, you're 高兴, not 高兴. Okay, 高兴. So very high is the first tone. So the 我 changes to second tone because there are two third tones together. So Annie, can you do it again? I will get you to. Oh, at this moment, you need to find your do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do and produce things while you're doing that, after you do that. Okay, Annie?
我是 Annie Rose，我很好欣然是你，
Page
我
6. Yeah.
我
Okay.
也我也
No,
很好
No, Annie, you just do the B. Just do B, okay? Okay, the second sentence, break it down. 我很高兴认识你. What you need to do, I will teach you how to break this down because otherwise it's too long for you to do. 我
我
很
很
Let's breathe. 高兴 fourth tone. Breathe. When I have a slash, it's breathe. 认识你. Yeah. 认识你 is the third tone, huh? So this is how you break it up. 我很高兴认识你. Okay, 3 sections. 我很高兴认识你. Okay, everybody will get you to do this in conversation later on. Okay, you need to do this very well. Okay, Beverly, the next one, A. Beverly, are you there? Okay, Beverly's name has so many L's, I don't even want to pronounce it. Beverly Malilin. 4 L's in Beverly. Okay. So Beverly, are you there? Beverly, are you there? All right. Beverly is not there. Bonaline, can you read the next one? Now,
Is it the letter A?
Letter A, and there are 3 third tones. What do you do with 3 third tones? The first 2 become second tone. Okay.
I'll try.
If you don't do the second tone, nothing can be fitted in. Okay, so can you try this one?
Okay, I'll try.
Yeah.
我也很高兴认识你。
Okay. 高兴, right, is the first tone, huh? Okay. Let me see, how do I convey this? The 3 third tones, the first 2 become second, is because if you don't become second, you do not have enough breath to fit in the rest. Okay, this is why they have to change to second. So, 我 也 okay.
也
Okay, all of you do what I do. You say, I'm teaching, but I'm doing all the gesturing. And you need to do the gesturing in your private study. 我也很高兴认识你. Okay, so 我也很高兴认识你. Okay, so Bonaline, can you do it again?
我我我也很高兴认识你。
Okay. The first two doing really well. Now, Bonalyn, do you mind if you show me your video? Because I like to see how you do it.
Okay.
Okay? Because show the video and do 我也很高兴 is high. 我也很高兴认识你. Okay? Yeah.
我也很高兴认识你。
高兴. Yeah, look at my hand. 高兴认识你. Okay. One thing, 谢谢Bonalyn. One thing in Chinese, G is not K. Okay? G and K are different. 高兴 g is in your throat.
高兴
it's not K, huh? It's not K. K is aspirated. 高 okay? 高兴 yeah, huh?
我也
很高兴
很高兴 Is it between G and K?
Yeah, it's G. 高兴
高兴
认识你 just relax. Okay, 高兴 very tense. Your muscles are very tense. 我也很高兴 and then relax. 认识你
我也很高兴认识你。
Perfect. Okay, now all of you, I am teaching you. I'm doing so much gesturing. You should be the one who's doing all of this. Okay, I don't need to see you do it, but I want you to do it. Okay, wonderful. See, Bonalyn did it. Okay,
Thank you.
Practice saying 我也很高兴认识你. Tomorrow,
我也很高兴
your employer, everybody will be surprised. Oh my God, how do you learn Chinese in one go, in one day? Okay, this is what you have to do. Thank you. Very good. Okay, Celia. Celia 在吗? Celia, are you here? Celia? Okay, I've called you 3 times. All right. Okay.
Yes, ma'am, I am here.
You're here. Good. You heard me. Okay. Conversation 3. A.
Conversation. Okay. A, ma'am.
对 A.
你好，你贵姓？
Okay. It's second tone. 您贵姓？
是。你好，您贵姓？
Okay. Your second tone is not high enough. How do you know how to start your second tone? You say do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. 您好，您贵姓 ？Okay.
Okay. 你好，你贵姓？
Okay. 您
好，您贵姓？
Okay. 您 N-I-N is the second tone again, so you have to say 您贵姓. It's like climbing a stair, climbing to the top and then come down. 您贵姓 Yeah.
你好，您贵姓？
Yeah. 您 longer. 您贵姓
Okay. Once more.
Yeah.
您好，您贵姓？对吗？
Gui is okay. Gui, you stamped your foot because you have to go down very low. 您贵姓? Okay, do what I do. I'm doing it all the time, but I speak Chinese. All of you have to do it. 您贵姓? Okay, Celia, do it again.
Should I wait? I open my. Okay. How to do it? Is it the
Okay.
ni? I'll just read it. Can I just read it?
Yeah, sure.
你好，您贵姓？
Wonderful, you got it. You got it. You're so
Okay,
good.
thank you, thank
您
you.
贵姓? Yes, 您贵姓.
贵
Wonderful.
姓
Oh, so good. When you do the gestures, you all get it.
Yeah,
You
yes,
all
okay.
get it. Okay, good. Thank you. Very good.
Thank you, Mom.
All right. All right. Charm. Okay, charm. Okay, charm has to charm the pants off me. Okay, you have to read B.
比我姓丁，我姓 Charm，你呢？
Oh, no, Sing is surname. So, 我姓都磊 is that 我姓都磊.
我姓杜来，你呢？
对，你呢 very good. 你呢 is going up a bit. 呢 is a question. 你呢 and you. Now, 你呢 will be your favorite phrase because if you forget, don't understand what people say, you say 你呢 and they have to talk. 我姓都磊，你呢 Okay. All right. 谢谢你。Sherilyn 在吗 Okay.
Hi, Mom.
Can you say the next sentence? Very important. Every day you use it.
我姓尤，你叫什么名字？
Very good. 你叫什么名字？字 is a neutral tone. 你叫什么名字？ Don't put any emphasis on it. Okay. Do it again.
我姓尤，你叫什么名字？
很好. Okay. Use your own name to answer this question.
我姓 Terry 林，你叫什么名字？
Okay. 我姓 Rubia. Okay. 姓 is surname. 我姓 Rubia. 你叫什么名字？很好. So you hear this a lot of time. 你叫什么 What's your name? 你叫什么名字 Okay. 很好. 谢谢. Sherry Ann B. Sherry Ann.
Yes.
Yeah? Can you say B?
B，我叫 Cherry Ann，你呢？
不是你呢 is on the 呢，你呢？
你呢？
你呢 Okay. 你呢？
OK， 我叫 Cherry Ann，你呢？
Okay. All right. Now, because the na is a neutral tone, ni is only the front part. So, ni na, not ni na. Okay. Ni na. Okay.
你呢？
That's right. That's right. Ni na. Only the front part. Don't be fooled by the okay, in the book. Because we can't come to a consensus. So, it's only the front part. Ni na. Okay. 你呢很好，谢谢。Okay.
Thank you.
Clarence 在吗 Yeah?
Come on.
Yeah, can you read the next one? Page 7. The second last A.我叫天心 that one. Yeah?
我叫
Clarence?
建勋，
天心 first tone 天心
建勋，
我叫电青，
Yeah.
我很高兴认识你。
不行，不行。Clarence,
我
there are two third tones. So the first third tone changes to second tone. So how do you find your second tone? How do you find your tone range? What do you do? Can somebody tell him? Because I'm not quite sure he heard. So what you do, you do do, re, mi, fa,
Practice
sol,
do, re,
la,
mi, fa,
si,
sol, la,
do.
ti, do.
That's right. So your second tone, the lowest point is the first do, and the highest point is do. So for here, 我很 look at me. I'm drawing the picture. I'm drawing the gesture. You need to do that. 我很高兴，高兴 is first tone. 我很高兴认识你。Okay? 我很高兴认识你。Now, let me tell you, this sentence is the most important for you to get right. I don't know how many of you know Jonah Lee. Jonah Lee is my student of many, many years. Okay. She's the assistant for this course. She couldn't pass her speaking test. Okay. Because she couldn't say 高兴 first tone correctly. So when she came to my course, the first thing I taught her is, no, your 高兴 is not high enough. You need to say 我很高兴认识你. She practiced and went back to take her speaking test. Guess what? Because 高兴 was correct, she passed the test. She got first level speaking. Okay? So this sentence is the key for them to say whether you have mastered the tones or not. Okay? So 高兴 is high. 高兴认识你，不是高兴，是高兴认识你。Okay? So Clarence, can you do it again?
我很高兴认识你。
Still not high enough. Do it again.
我很高兴认识你。
High. Boys is so high. 高兴 go up to the highest register in your voice. 我很高兴认识你。
我很高兴认识你。
Very good. Yeah, very good, but it's still not high enough. 我很高兴认识你 really high. Notice I just raise my hand above your head. Do this until you can do the high tones. Okay, 我很高兴认识你。很好，谢谢你Clarence. Okay, the next one, B. Trisha. Codell. Trisha. Trisha Codell, are you there? Trisha?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm here.
Yeah. The last sentence.
我也很高兴认识你。
Oh, sing. Very good. Except sing is 高兴. Okay, down.
高兴。
高兴认识你. Can you do it again?
Yes. 我也很高兴认识你。
Very good. Excellent. You're learning very fast, okay? Because
Thank you.
you're getting it. You're getting it. Fantastic. Now, as some of you have already done it's really funny. I haven't even started the course. You're already completing your homework. And I was intrigued how because it was in draft. So one of them is to record this conversation with the right tones with somebody. Okay, so your homework is this one. It's very important. This one has all the tones you need to master in it. Okay, and get this right, you're on your way to get better tones straight away. Okay, now let me see. Now, what we need to learn today, another job, was to teach you characters. All right. Turn to page 13. Page 13. All right. Now, page 13, Christy. Okay. Now, notice the page 13 here. It's all single characters. Okay. Now, first of all, the characters are composed of the fundamental element. The element is called strokes. So stroke order, okay, strokes, okay. Now, when you have different strokes, the lowest element of a character is strokes, okay. Now, notice on page 13, for ni, I've given you the first stroke and the second stroke and the third stroke, etc. So after you have the strokes, you have the stroke order, okay, stroke order. Now, the stroke order gives you a rule-based way of writing. So in Chinese, the stroke order, roughly, I can't say every character obeys it, roughly is from left to right, okay? And then from top to bottom and inside and then out. Okay. Now, many people ask, why do we need to follow the stroke order? Because eventually the stroke, the character looks the same no matter how you write it. Now, the reason we have to have this convention is because when I'm not around, when you don't know how to write a new character's stroke order, you know where to begin. You know, always begin from left to right, from top to bottom. So you have the ability to start learning a new character without the teacher. Okay. Now, I have listed, now when you're learning characters, you need to learn the pinyin and you need to learn the tones, and also you need to learn the meaning. Okay. If you learn to write the characters without the pinyin and the tones and the meaning, there is no point learning the character, because you're learning the characters in order to read what you're reading. So therefore, you need to learn 4 things when you learn each character. Okay, don't forget that. Not like in English, you look at the spelling, you can try to sound it out, but in Chinese, you can't. You have to memorize this character. The pronunciation is ni, and it means you. Okay, so this is very important to learn 4 things all at once. Okay, but we do have a tool. What I want you to do now is to download from your app a character learning tool called Pleco. Okay, Pleco is free. First of all, the dictionary is free. So all you need is the dictionary in Pleco is free. Do this right now to install it on your computer. Install on your, not computer, on your phone. Okay, I think both Android and iOS both have this thing. Okay, and it's got a fish character on the thing. Okay, now this is very good. I think some of you are already using it. If you are, help others to do it, because it does give you the stroke order. Okay, I will try to see whether I can do it on my machine, because Pico usually is only online. Let me see. Okay, see if I can open this. It's doing it. All right. Okay, let me share this with you. You have the phone version. What I'm going to share with you is my computer version, which you don't have, but your phone version will show the same thing. For example, I don't need to. You can follow my stroke order in the book, but I wrote this book many, many years ago. So therefore, this is before Clico even came into existence. Okay, for example, for the character 吃, which is to eat, okay, to eat, this one, okay. Now, okay, if you download it, you can see 吃 has, you'll show this site. The 吃 has two versions. Now, Chinese has mainland Chinese characters, which we call 简体字, 简体字, 简简简体字, 字, which is simplified characters. Okay, 简体字. Okay, which in English we call them simplified characters. Basically, it's got fewer strokes in some of the characters, not all characters, some of the characters. But in Taiwan, we use 繁体字, which is traditional characters or complex character. 繁体 is 繁体字 is actually complex characters. Okay, 繁体字, okay, is complex characters. So in Clico, they will show you both simplified and complex characters. For example, for 吃, the first one is a dictionary. It tells you what the meaning is. The second one is stroke. When they show you the stroke, they give you an animation. Okay, animation. So when they give you the animation, you play, you can see the stroke order. Okay, so you can see the stroke order. Okay, so even if my book has provided the stroke order, but you can use Clico to look up any stroke order when you're writing. Okay, now the third one is called characters, and this means 吃, this to eat, this character is made up of 口, which is a radical. Now, the word radical means it's the root of a tree, a root, the lowest component in the character. Okay, so the lower component is a stroke, but strokes composed, radicals are composed of strokes, and characters, lots of characters share the same radical. So in this character, the radical is 口, and the radical means mouth, open end, entrance, and gate. So usually, sometimes if you look at like 吃 is to eat, you eat with your mouth, so therefore it's got a 口 radical in it. And sometimes the Chinese characters borrows the sound from another character. Now, in this case, for example, components is 口, which is a radical, and that the second one is 起, is 起, to beg. So when they built the character, they decided to borrow a similar sound for 起 to 吃, to make 吃 to eat. Okay, so a lot of Chinese characters actually have borrowed components and then a radical. Okay, now on this page, you have on the left-hand side is in fact used in Taiwan and China, but the right-hand side, if you click on that, is you have seen that in Taiwan. It still means to eat, but it's a fairly old form of to eat. You do see that on the street because especially in signs, when they're trying to be artistic or sophisticated, they use that character. So every character, if it has a simplified and complex corresponding complex character, they will show both. Okay, and this is important to know because in Taiwan we use complex. Now we use complex not just because we like you to learn lots of strokes, it's for political reasons. Okay, it's to differentiate yourself from Taiwan, from China. Okay, now it's very important right now to learn to write complex characters. Now, when I just created a whole lot of certificates for the last batch 9, and my name could be written in simplified and complex. And on one version, I wrote the simplified, and I told Jonalyn to change it to complex. I gave her a complex one because I don't want you to get into trouble because you have one simplified character. Okay, so for example, my character is Zhang, is this one, and there is a simplified version. Okay, so in terms of learning, it is vitally important right now to actually learn the complex characters, even though the characters have more strokes than other characters. Okay, so to eventually all of you should learn all complex characters. Okay, now these characters usually have a story to go with it. Okay, for example, on page 13, if you look at the number 3, the plural suffix, okay, you will see so how many components are there? I'm testing you straight away. How many components are there?
There are 3 components, Mom.
3 components? Okay. What's the radical? What's the radical? Anyone? What's the radical? Okay.
Men.
No, men, no. Okay, look at, I've shown it on the, did I share it? Yeah, you can see the plico on my machine, right?
Yes, yes.
Can you see? Yeah. You can see there is a simplified in the brackets and there's a complex. Now, I've given you the dictionary and its pronunciation is men. Okay, you can hear it, men. Yeah, you can hear it. And then, now, the radical is usually on the left. Okay, so we have men, the stroke orders. Okay, follow the stroke orders to practice. And usually I want you to practice at least 10 times before you hand it in. The thing is you need to remember how to write it without looking at plico. Okay, don't always look at plico. Otherwise, when I ask you to write it, you can't write it. Okay, now, okay. The radical is this one. It's 人, which is people. Okay, so many characters which is concerned with people will have 人 in it, will have this radical in it. Now, if you look at all the characters in this book, we have how many characters? There are only 9 characters in this chapter. How many characters are there that's got the 人 radical?
9.
4.
4. Okay. Number 1, 你 has a 人 radical. Number 3, 们 has a 人 radical. And number 4, 您 has radical. And the 他 has the 人 radical. Okay. Now, the components is radical, number 9, and it's 门. 门 is a gate. Now, if you look at the character here, if you look at the shape here, does it look like a gate? Does it look like a saloon gate? You push open. and it's a saloon gate. Okay, so this is the gate. It represents the gate. So they borrow the sound again, 门. So usually 门 is a plural. Okay, 你们 is you plural. 我们 is we plural. 他们 is they plural. Okay, so 门 and this one now, my daughter is a Chinese teacher. She says the simplified does not look like gates anymore. Yeah, they've simplified the stroke order so many, the component doesn't look like a gate anymore. Okay, so this is why the complex character, the number of strokes is reduced in simplified characters. Okay, right. And another thing, number 7, 贵. Okay, 贵. I think you must have learned 贵. You probably say 贵 every day, huh? What is 贵? What is 贵? Expensive. So why? Yeah. Why do we say 您贵姓? One of the questions, 您贵姓? Why do we say, what is your expensive surname?
Is this
Why do we
honorable
ask
name,
people? Yeah, because we're trying to be respectful. Okay, so when I meet you for the first time, I say, what is your honorable expensive surname? Okay, now, of course, in answering this, you don't say, my extensive surname is. That's not being humble. Now, humble, you say, 我姓. You don't have the 贵 in it. Okay, so in this character and this sentence, 您贵姓,我姓张, it lies in the concept of, the cultural concept of humility. Okay, humility. Okay, very important, humility. When you talk about yourself, you always have to be humble. Okay, now this character, it's very interesting. In the olden days, how do we show, how in the olden days, we pay money using shells. So therefore, the radical here, 西小, 贝, is actually representing currency. Expensive is to do with money, currency. So we used to use seashells to pay. Okay, so therefore the character 贵 has the currency number in it. And then it's basically borrowed the sound and changed a bit to 贵. Okay, so 贝, this radical is everywhere as well. Okay, they are shared in many, many other characters. Okay, so characters are not created in random. They're created with particular borrowings, particular sounds, particular things together. Okay, so when you're learning this, you need to learn the stroke order precisely because what you're doing, okay, what I'm trying to do right now with all of you is to create different neurons in your brain. Okay, when you need to write with your hand. When you're writing with your hand, you're training your muscles to go in a particular direction. Now, Chinese, as I said before, left to right, top to bottom, inside, outside. When I say top to bottom, it's always top to bottom. It is not bottom to top. Okay? Now, Chinese will never, ever write bottom to top. Now, I'll give you one character that shows. Now, this character, Yong, shows you all the character strokes in Chinese. Okay, so if you learn to read this, you know this has, let's look at the actual direction of the character, and you will see, yep, it's always top to bottom. Okay, yeah, so even the dot here is top to bottom. Okay, why? Now, why do you think all the Chinese characters are written top to bottom? What did they use to write? What they used to do? What implements did they use to write Chinese characters? What did they use? Did they use a biro? What did they use? 2,000 years ago. They used a brush. Okay.
A paintbrush.
Now, if you use a brush, you should try it. Try to write from bottom to top. The brush head will split open. You cannot write calligraphy beautifully. Okay, you have no control over where the brush will end. Okay, so this is why if you're writing with a brush, you have to write from top to bottom, because you can control how you start. Top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom. Okay, so because they use the brush to write, they have to start to make the characters beautiful. They have to start from top to bottom and then left to right. Okay, so this character Yong actually gives you all the stroke orders, and the direction. The important is direction. Now, some of the students I have marked I can see from the way you write characters what direction you're doing. For example, all the boxes becomes circles. You know, when they become circles, I think, oh, you're not writing it according to characters. Okay, I can tell you're not writing according to the characters. So it's important to discipline yourself and follow the stroke orders, okay, in this very initial stage. Okay, all right. I think I've given enough lectures, and also I think the homework is already open. I will go on. I thought I used it as draft, but now I can go and turn it into real homework. So you have 2 homeworks to do. Okay? And of course, as tradition demands, that at the end of every lesson, we will have picture phoning, picture shooting to show who are here. And then we'll celebrate the end of first lesson. Okay, so show your videos. As many as possible. There's 61 people. Wow. Yeah, don't forget to sign in the message. Okay, sign in the message. Okay, so 30 online. Okay, I'll take one, I'll take the other. Okay, take 2 pictures. All right. Okay. Right. All right. All right. And some people can turn off their video and others can come on. I like to capture as many people as possible. Especially there's so many boys. Yay! We need more boys. Okay. You know, I checked my YouTube stats today. 80% of my viewers are female, between 35 and 44. I said, what? Where are the boys? Okay. I'll take another photos. Okay. All right. All right. We need more boys. They are rare creatures. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay. So we've done very successfully first day. Keep up with your
Coach, can I ask
homework
some
and
questions?
yes,
When is the deadline of the homework?
there's no deadline, but for your own learning as soon as possible. Some of you will do it now. Some of you has already done it. Because I don't shut it, but don't leave it for too long because then you'll forget everything. Today is very easy on you. 9 characters. Every week we usually have 20 characters. So you got to keep it up. Okay. 1 week 20, the next one 40, the next one 60. If you don't learn the first one, you learn the 61, you're forgetting everything. Okay. So make sure I won't shut anything. I just want you to do it. Okay. Every stroke you mark on your paper is every stroke you do to your brain. So it's up to you to learn it. Okay? All right. Any more questions?
This
Okay.
page 13, Mom, are we going to write it 10 times?
Yes.
10 times.
10 times until you
OMG.
remember. Until you remember without looking at click or anything.
And
You
then
got
like
to be
10
honest
times.
with yourself. All right. So if you take 30 times, write 30 times. Okay. But I can't demand you to write 30 times. Okay. It's up to you. Everybody has a different brain. So it's up to you.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay, thank
We
you.
should put the pinyin and then the character.
Yes, if you like. Okay. All right.
Should
All
we
right.
should we write it at the book or directly at the book, or we
No,
need some other papers to write
write
it?
it in your own notebook. Okay, don't write it in the book because you have to take a picture of your notebook to show your homework notebook. Okay, all right. The book is you can write in the book, but you need to hand up a picture. Okay, so just practice. Probably a notebook will be fine because you'll be doing this 18 days. Okay, throughout 9 weeks. So there will be a lot of things you have to write down. Okay, all right. Shall we finish class today?
Oh.
Good
evening,
okay.
teacher.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Hello,
Bye.
sir.
Bye.